Hello, how are you, friends? Welcome to a new video, friends. The goal for this video will be just 20,000 likes. I hope we can reach the like goal so I can upload the next video. Also, remember that we now have the email option active so we can stay in touch with you and receive your contributions for future videos. So without further ado, let's get started. Take your child to the zoo day. You get really excited because you're going to do this activity, which is very important for your child's development. You leave your house and head to the zoo. Once you arrive, you go in with your child and start seeing the different animals in the park, from kangaroos, lions, zebras, tigers, to elephants. Wow, Dad, these are so many animals I've never seen in person before. Usually these animals live in the wild, son, but today we've brought them to the city. Look over there, Dad. When he sees a statue of a Tyrannosaurus, your son asks you if this animal is also in the park? Yeah, ha ha ha. You laugh a little since you know that these animals don't exist anywhere in the world. However, your son wants to take a picture with the dinosaur. Stand next to the dinosaur and I'll take a picture of you. Ha 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 ha. Perfect. Hey, I have a question. Why did that dinosaur smell bad? Did it go to the bathroom? No, son. Dinosaurs don't use the bathroom. They're just plastic. (2022) Florida, United States. Incident. A man in a drunken state reportedly entered the inside of a giant plastic dinosaur because he thought it was a fun idea. However, after getting stuck, he choked on his own drunken vomit inside the dinosaur's leg. He was found up to 20 days later due to the bad smell coming from his body. Jeffrey Dustin and the Nature Park. Sent by Nikki Nicole 87. Have you moved from the city to a small town? Did the city tire you out because it was too noisy and hectic? However, in this small town, you finally found the peace you were looking for. Is that why you've decided to buy a vacant lot where you'll build your house? Over the past few months, you've started buying bags of cement, rebar, bricks, as well as appliances from the local stores. However, whenever people sold you something, you noticed a bit of fear on their faces and you didn't understand why. Since you were only buying from them, you weren't doing anything wrong. However, I'm afraid you weren't just buying, you were doing something worse. You weren't buying from criminals. Because you don't live in a quiet little town, you live in the state of Mexico. Yee, 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 yee. July 27, 2025, State of Mexico. Incident. Organized crime gangs were extorting locals and residents with all consumer products, making a kilo of chicken go from 60 pesos to 230. And if you bought a bag of cement that didn't belong to organized crime, they'd kill you or cut off your hands. Sent by XDXY. Your puppy is very sick. Your puppy has fallen ill because it seems he has caught the parvovirus. Don't you know what to do? Because you really love him so much. And because you're a 12-year-old boy, you don't have the money to go to a veterinarian. However, while you were dreaming that same night, hugging your puppy, did you dream of a man dressed in black who appeared to you and offered you a cure that would make your puppy strong and healthy again? You ask him what kind of cure he is offering, and he tells you that he doesn't ask for much, just a small favor from you. When you ask him what favor that is, he tells you that he wants you to lend him your stepbrother. Yes, your stepbrother. A stepbrother you don't know. You didn't know that your dad had an affair with another woman since You always thought you were an only child? Without thinking too much about it, given your dog's condition, have you agreed in your dream to lend him to your stepbrother? When you woke up, you noticed that your dog was safe and sound, and it seems that the virus has left his body. However, while you were in your room, you started to hear crying coming from the living room. You slowly walk downstairs holding your dog and see your dad talking to your mom. However, your father seems devastated since something must have happened for him to be crying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is my puppy is safe. 2001 Venezuela. Incident: the Pact of Robert Makilo, sent by Valentino Ribati. Lately, many men have turned against you. Many men who were at your disposal have started to rebel. However, you have had a weapon of domination, much better than any gun or dagger. This weapon is a book, but not just any book, because in this book it teaches how humans should treat other humans, since it recognizes the difference between them. You will not bite the hand that feeds you. You will perform the tasks you are given without any question. You will not dare to desire someone else's freedom. You will endure your suffering, since the Redeemer of sins did so in the past. Thanks to this tool, have you managed to crush the signs of rebellion that existed within your company? This company is not just about sugar plantations, but about a way of life that must never be changed. Since those who serve you are simply another tool in the vastness of the world. Even your book says so, Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your masters. Is that how you've managed to quell another mutiny thanks to your Bible? But not just any Bible. This Bible, a Bible designed for slaves. 1,700 Africa Incident the Slave Bibles. Sent by Orlex D. Are you a child? Did you go out to play with your neighbors today? However, your neighbors have noticed that the weather isn't very good, so they haven't come out to play with you. Is that why you decided to go to the nearest ravine with your ball to practice some tricks? While you were in the middle of the field, a strange purple cloud came down from the sky. This cloud has started to make strange shapes in the middle of the field. And even though it seems strange to you, you've decided to approach it slowly. From the depths of this cloud, a strange voice has started telling you not to be afraid to come closer, because it has a message to share with you. For a moment, you doubt its command, but you don't feel like it's a threat. When you enter the cloud, have you realized that this cloud was actually a kind of portal, which has taken you to a new world? In this world, beings over 3 meters tall have welcomed you and escorted you to a location inside a palace made entirely of crystal. In this palace, a woman, apparently from this race, she has welcomed you and tells you that they have been waiting for you for a long time, since the mission they have for you is just beginning. Alright friends, this has been today's video. Remember that the goal for this video is just 20,000 likes. I hope we can reach this goal so I can upload the next part. So without anything else to say, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.